I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
स्वागत है आपका जादू की दुनिया में। हॉगवर्ट्स को हम एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं। क्या चल रहा है? कैसे बेटा इधर आओ।
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I'd say your wand work could be a bit more fluid.
My wand work is fine, thank you. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. I'm just going to keep at it.
चलो और मजे लेते हैं लड़की के।
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Hermione.
I managed to conjure a head.
It'll be the next beer. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
दारू पीता साले.
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
ये क्या चीज़ है भैया?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
कुंजी है.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
शिवानी
Thank you,
question bank.
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
चलो दीदी.
This way.
काफी
The
धीमे
guide
चल
will
रही
give
है.
you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio. Protego nive.
Lumos. Revelio.
Okay. Revelio से reveal होता है. Portrait. S instead of F. Okay. That's creepy. Okay. Experience. Okay. Open field guide. Level and power. Challenges. If you get in this progress. तो ये challenges हैं. Okay. इसमें देखे collective pursuit unlock new challenges category. Okay. ठीक है.
Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Okay. Nice. चलो. क्या बोल रही है?
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Fast travel करना है. Open किया map. Two main area. Restaurant of the live include house and common room and the great hall. Okay. South of the region to continue. सेलेक्ट कर लिया। ओके
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
ओके मैडम चलिए।
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Charm class है और defense.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes,
Thank
Professor.
you, madam.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Hello,
It's good to
Mr.
see you, Professor.
Fig.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today. Did I hear you and Professor...
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about it. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in... Unfold it and have a look.
Open, you can track the available quests. Okay, continue.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. I shall reach out when I have more information. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able...
Gosh, new item unlocked.
Revelio. Protego.
Afraid of a staircase?
School
I will talk about this. I cannot do this for all eternity. How many times?
Hello friends, chai pee lo.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
ओके ये आग मिल गई है चलो let's go guys first quest
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
करवाली
Care to
बेइज्जती.
defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
लेवियोसो सीख लिए हम। अब उठा के पटकेंगे लोगों को।
Now, let's try something a little larger.
मॉर्टल कॉम्बैट का स्कॉर्पियन कहाँ से आ गया?
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. Levioso! Now, the basic. Well done. Levioso! Now, the basic cast. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
चलो बेटा। हट चले हट चाहिए।
Let's just say
my students for this today.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different...
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep... Again, well done today. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice day.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling and I didn't expect a new student to be so... Then again, perhaps...
I've dueled enough. Consider your...
Huh, fair enough. You owe me... You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain...
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you'll go. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking in, you just have to be clever.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Go to Charms class. अब राजा बेटा को बिगाड़ा जाएगा. Can I use it? Interesting. चलो भाई आ गया लौंडा इधर है 112 ऊपर जाए नीचे हट रहा टिटिंग 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 इतना नहीं है.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms. So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm.
Revelio.
It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim.
Probably dark magic के लिए यही
Glad
करना
you could
पड़ेगा.
make it. Lucan's just over there.
Okay. क्या लुकन बेटा कैसे?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to...
How does cross wands work?
You show up, I match you with other duelists. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist. And, to liven things up, the winner...
Of course.
I agree. Besides, in crossed wands, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with... So...
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing up.
इधर रुक साले तेरे बताते हैं. Break the yellow controls to like levitation. Aiming. Change target.
Lumos. Defendo. Defendo. Is that all you've got? You're better than that. Infringo.
Good predators.
Nice work. There's strong competition ahead, but
Brilliant.
I shall. Again, congratulations on your... Hope to see you back here again.
Gift to the load.
Revelio.
Okay. Easy peasy. कहाँ जाना है? क्लास अटेंड करने. कैसे जाना बाबा?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. Sometimes I have to remind you to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Line marre sali.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Hello,
Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Accio, the trick is to pull this... Very good. Stay focused. Accio. Accio. That's it. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this? That is how it's done.
Splendid!
Yes! Brilliant! Let us see this.
साली हार ही नहीं रही है.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
What's this? Concentrate, Natsai.
ऐसे करते हैं बेटा.
That's it.
There we go.
बच्चा
Nicely done.
अरे बेटा
Let us see this.
बच गई साली
That is how it's done.
मैं तो बेटा जीत चुका हूँ Really how it is done. Raja beta wins.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world.
Is Wagadu much big?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding, but it never seemed intimidating or over.
This may seem an odd question.
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu
इतना बड़ा
uses
स्कूल
one.
था तो ट्राई स्कूल कंपटीशन में क्यों नहीं था जो हैरी पॉटर की मूवी आई थी
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing.
Getting used to of using wand.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio.
A word, if you will.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor? Well, an outdoor competition.
What charm is there? You did well, managing to best as gifted.
Thank you, Professor.
Miss Onai is always a... Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professor... Expect to hear from me soon regard...
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom,
Revelio.
but a bit mad.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite good, really.
साइड क्वेस्ट नहीं है क्या
Revelio.
are stone up.
Revelio.
To be in the presence of such arrogance.
Shark caught me making faces behind his back. It's awful.
रुको आर पार ही करके जा रहे हैं.
I was distracted by keys. Adelaide Oaks the other day. Our books went flying. Higher wing.
So guys, thanks for tuning in. जल्द ही मिलेंगे.